Hi Tiffany, I'm here to answer questions and I'm sorry about the bathroom, but this is the only place I have to film. First question, what career path do I want to pursue with my major? I'd like to pursue a career in marine biology because I have really big and great love for the oceans, well, most all marine life and marine environments. Number two, why did I choose this point in time? What's the best time to start college? Well, I'm in a pretty good point in my life where I live with my dad, so I don't really have that many responsibilities to do. I'm sorry if I'm nervous, but this is a good opportunity for me to take advantage of because right now, due to COVID-19, I'm unemployed, so I'm able to be a full-time student at Unity College and pursue my dreams. And I don't really have much responsibility, such as I'm not married and I don't have any children, and I don't really have to pay any major bills other than, pay half of my rent with my dad. So I felt this is a really good time for me to take advantage of becoming a full-time student at Unity College. And three, what is my greatest struggle in life? Well, my greatest struggle is I actually have ADHD and dyslexia, so I have a harder time with the learning process, I guess you could say. I like to go at more of like a slower pace, and I have to double check a lot of times to make sure if I did something wrong, I want to make sure I get it right. And I also have somewhat of a stutter, so when I get nervous, I will sometimes go and sometimes it's hard for me to get my point across to people. So I need to, as I said before, I need to go more at a slower pace. And as you can tell, I have a little bit of a struggle right now. But question 5, what inspires me most? I guess what inspires me most is I'd like to help preserve and maintain, track, and protect, again, all marine life and marine environments, because at this point in life, I don't really think there's much we can do to, save everything. So I feel we have to save what's left. And if we don't save what's left, there's nothing left for future generations. So that kind of really motivates me. You said, who inspires me most? Sorry about that. Who inspires me most? It was actually my grandfather. He was one of the early computer engineers in the 1960s, and he had his bachelor's degree from that. And he's actually what, pushed me forward into becoming a marine biologist, getting a career in STEM, working in the scientific field. And I would also say my father was also a big influence because he was in the military, and even though he never went to college, he's a mechanic. So there's like a lot of science behind the mechanicism, I think you call it, too. But my dad was also a big inspiration for me because he's always pushing me forward. And my uncle, he's also another inspiration. He's someone who's always pushing me forward too, and say, when you go to college, don't drop out. Continue your education because you'll go far. Question 6, what is one lesson you had to learn the hard way? One thing I learned the hard way is I cannot procrastinate and I cannot let things distract me. I have the attention span of a fish. No pun intended either, because I want to be a marine biologist. I'm sorry, that's not funny, but I've just learned you can't just sit around and not do anything. If you want something, you've got to go out there and do it. Otherwise, you're not going to get anywhere in life. You're just going to be a bum who will have to live on handouts. And I'm 29 years old. I'll be 30 next year, and I just can't live that way. I want to follow my dreams and use my degree for something good. And if you could teach anything, what would you want to teach? I'd like to teach creative writing. I love anything where Martin, Stephen King, J.K. Rowling, J.R.R. Tolkien, a lot of the horror writers, high fantasy writers. I feel there's so much you can do with that, so much imagination. You could bring all that into the real world, and you can even like with the degree that, whatever degree you're using, you can like put that to use into creative writing, and you can create a whole world and share it with people and show the dangers of what's happening with marine life and the environment. Say if you want to write a book on mermaids who are trying to save the world from evil humans trying to destroy the oceans, I'd like to teach something like that. I meant George R.R. Martin, but yeah, that's something I would like to teach, and I wish you well in your degree. I hope you kick butt throughout this course and throughout the rest of the years at Unity College, and it was nice talking to you. And I'm sorry for my rambling and my incoherent babbling or rambling, whatever you want to call it. Sorry. See ya.